Welcome everybody to round 20 in this year's Formula One World Championship. We're here in Mexico for the Mexico City Grand Prix. Lando Norris, 11 points behind in the championship to Max Verstappen. Blake, 28, has said he will help his teammate in the championship battle for the rest of the season. Here's the track layout, 2.6 miles, 17 turns with 3 DRS zones. Front straightaway has a long DRS zone, which will be a good passing opportunity into turn number 1. And you have the tricky S part of the track. Here's our starting grid then for today's race. So, it is Blake, 28, starting from last with a grid penalty after taking engine components. Zhou Guanyu starts 19th alongside him. Then, in 18th, we have Logan Sargent. Kevin Magnussen lines up 17th. Pierre Gasly, 16th. Carlos Sainz, 15th. Penalty. Russell, 14th. Penalty. Ricardo, 13th. Hulkenberg, 12th. Tsunoda, 11th. Bottas starts 10th. Q3 for him. Max Verstappen, 9th. Penalty. Ocon, 8th. Albon, 7th. Stroll, 6th. Hamilton, 5th. Alonso starts 4th with Perez in 3rd. Leclerc, 2nd. And this is what Norris needed. He starts 1st with Verstappen in 9th. He has a good position for the championship. Well, we have 5 races left, including this one. After this, we go to Brazil, and then we will go to Las Vegas. Obviously, next week is actually expecting to be a 2-race week for further notice. And this is going to be a big story of the race. We're going to see if Blake, 28, can use his skills in the best car on the grid to get himself to at least a points-paying position for the Constructors' Championship for McLaren. There's Lando Norris, your man on pole position today. He's going to do anything he can with Verstappen starting 9th to win this race and build a gap. There's Daniel Ricciardo. He's going to not be on the grid for 2025, and we know that. Here we go then. Formation lap is getting underway here, and this is actually a very interesting thing for me. I'm the last one off the line, which is not something, I'm obviously used to, and I won't be used to next year as well, as like I've said multiple times before. We head off to Ferrari for a 2-year deal, by the way. Here we go. So formation lap, this is going to be a tricky thing. I did not go sauce or anything. I want to stick with the same strategy as everyone else because I think we can make this work. And we'll see what happens. Now lining up towards the grid here. We're going to need some good parking, hopefully, as we return to the grid here. So we know this is an important race for Lando and for the Constructors' Championship for McLaren. We line up 0.2 centimeters, perfect start, and immediately the lights come on as we're the last car on the grid. 5 lights on, and now 5 lights off, lights out, and away we go. We got a pretty good start. Sargent, not a great start. He got pretty slow off the line. Magnussen making it 3 wide ahead. He's going to try to make a pass. Now we're 3 wide, me, Joe, and Sargent. Now we're just absolutely going to send it into turn number 1, and we're up now past Ricardo, and we make 2 positions around the outside there. We're now up into 15th place. Tsunoda and Sainz battling ahead of us. Now here comes Kevin Magnussen. He's going to try to overtake us again. Going down the inside, we fight it well, almost into the back of Tsunoda. However, we defend Magnussen through here. He's still side by side actually, but we're able to defend him and we keep the spot. And now Tsunoda is going to try to clear Carlos Sainz through here. I think Sainz will clear him. Yes, he does. And we're going to follow him through almost. We do follow him through. We're up into 14th on lap 1. Up 6 positions. Now, on to lap 2 here. Ahead of us, Nico Hulkenberg with a lock up. Now, Carlos Sainz leaves the door wide open for us to make a pass. And we're going to try to make it work around the outside, which we do make it work. Great maneuver by us there. Now we're chasing down Nico Hulkenberg. We're actually going to get him on the front straightaway here. So now we deploy our ERS a little bit, now save a little bit. Now we're going to look for a move around the outside of Nico Hulkenberg. And the move is easier than I honestly expected it would be. We're up into 12th now, chasing Russell and Bottas. Bottas actually doing a great job keeping Russell at bay, keeping his points-paying position. 2 laps later, lap 5, we dive bomb George Russell. It was a legal move. We stayed within the track, and we get up into 11th place, up 9 spots from the start. Great job. Russell, however, is going to try to repass us, and we're not going to let him do that. Now, Bottas is in our sights, and we're trying to get past him. Lap 6 now. Russell is going to try to attack us here. We go defensive, but we are a little too aggressive. We lose the car, and all those positions we've made up are now gone, and we got to pass them all again, except for Logan Sargent. Well, let's try and climb up the order if we can. That's not what we need, but we gotta try to get all those positions back again. So here we go. Now we're gonna get Joe on you. Easier than I honestly think it would have been through there. This is gonna be a great move on Daniel Ricciardo to get up into, I believe this is, yes, 17th. Now Pierre Gasly ahead of us, dive bombed, legal though. We were ahead at the apex, as the rules clearly state with Lando and Max. We were ahead at the apex, so that's the racing rule. So no issues with that move. We're ahead of Pierre Gasly, and now trying to get Kevin Magnussen. We dive bomb him in the same corner, stay in the track this time, and it's another place gained. Now we're trying to get Nico Hülkenberg. We are just on a mission to get past these guys, and we get Hülkenberg now. Now, Yuki Tsunoda is up next, and we're going to get right past him. This just shows that I was very angry, and I wanted to get my positions back, and so it took some wear out of the tires. Not what we want, but oh well. Now, we're going to go ahead and get past Carlos Sainz. Tiny bit of front wing damage, nothing too big though, so we're good. It's not bad, but you could see the rear tires are just cooking. They are burning hot and wearing a lot. That rhymes. George Russell, we had to have him, but we damage our front wing. Not what we need. Nice move. At all. This is not what we needed. Now, however, we just gotta deal with it. Get past Valtteri Bottas here, and I decided that over the course of the laps, it just got worse and worse and worse. So we've decided, actually Bottas got ahead of us again, and then we passed him again. And I've decided that at this point the damage was too much. It was slowing us down on the straightaway. So when we pit, we're undercutting this, and we're also going to pit for a new front wing. So yeah, this race is not going as we want, but we're gonna have to deal with it, move on. And oh my god, it's a slow stop again. Not what we need. The stop's gonna end up being 9.6. So another thing that's going wrong. We come out of the pit lane 16th. We're ahead of Gasly, so at least we're not last, but it's not what we needed. And we're gonna have to make our way through the field again, and I don't know what I was doing, but for some reason I cut the corner. I think I turned in too early. We got a penalty now. 3 second. Not what we need. Now we're past Daniel Ricciardo here, and now we got to build a 3 second gap to 10th or 11th if we want even just 1 point. However, we're not even in 10th yet. However, we're going to make a nice double dive bomb. Absolutely illegal move. We stayed within the track. Great maneuver. Bottas and Russell are fighting. Good for us. Or, no, that's Lance Stroll, sorry. We get past Stroll. And now, we're going to try to get past Valtteri Bottas. We do. Simple move. Done. Now we're charging down Carlos Sainz. Try to get past him. Lap 25 here. Sainz going for a move on Russell. We're going to do the exact same move as earlier. We get past them both. Double dive bomb. And it is up into 9th. However, we got to build a gap to 11th. That's 3 seconds. We get past Ocon here. That was needed. Later on, lap 31, past Albon. And after all that, we will come home. He ate. We build a 3 second gap to Albon, Lando Norris is your winner. However, you made a comeback to 8th place, and I can be happy with that result. Lots of mistakes this race. This was not the normal me. I made too many mistakes, and hopefully that's something I fix next year. But Lando Norris wins the Mexico City Grand Prix, and now he is only 2 points behind in the championship to Max Verstappen. So that is a big result for my teammate. Verstappen did recover to a podium. So great job to him. He recovered to a podium. Cool. Yeah. Lando Norris, though, wins the Mexico City Grand Prix. And, only 4 races left now. And next up is Brazil. We're expecting it to be a double race week next week because I was actually supposed to do Brazil this week as well, and I didn't have time to do it. So we're doing it next week, and we're also doing Vegas next week to make up for this week. That is it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll show you the championship standings here. There's your race results. Bottas could not hold on to a points position. Russell does score a point, and Albon also scores a point. Great job to him. Norris only 2 points behind in the championship. We're 6th, so we do lose a spot. We were 5th. We now lose a spot down to 6th. We're 6 points ahead in the constructors, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you at Brazil. Goodbye.